Solving a word problem using a two-step linear inequality and describing the solution. Frank has a tree in his backyard. The tree grows 45 centimeters each year. Since the tree started growing, Frank has trimmed 22 centimeters off its height. The goal for the tree's height is given by 45x minus 22 is greater than 248, where x is the number of years the tree grows. First, solve the given inequality and graph the solution on the number line below. Then choose and complete the statement that best describes the solution. Okay? So we know x is years. Okay? X is number of years. Okay? So we can relate this inequality here to our context by just looking here. I mean, the tree grows 45 centimeters each year. So that's right here, 45 centimeters each year, or 45x. And then he has trimmed 22 centimeters off its height. Okay, so that's the subtract 22. Now, we have this greater than 248 that they don't really explain to us here what that is. But let's put that aside for just a second, and let's go ahead and just solve the inequality. Okay, so over here, if I write 45x minus 22 is greater than 248, I'm going to go ahead and just go through the process of solving this inequality. So I need to isolate or get this x by itself, which means it's going to take two steps here. One step to zero out the negative 22, and one step to get rid of the 45, the coefficient right there. Well, before I deal with the number directly attached to my x, I want to get rid of anything else that's just over here. So the first thing I'm going to do is zero out this 22 by adding 22, because those two combined together will be 0, but I need to keep things balanced by adding 22 on this side. Okay, so those zero out, and I'm left with 45x on the left is greater than 248 plus 22 is going to be 270. And then I need to divide both sides by 45. Now, when you are solving an inequality and you divide or multiply by a negative number, you have to flip the inequality sign. But I'm dividing by a positive number here, so I can leave my inequality the same. Okay? And I'm going to do 270 divided by 45. That gives me 6, even. Okay? So I know x is greater than or equal to 6. Okay? Now, it says we need to graph the solution on the number line. So I need to graph this solution. X is greater than 6. So here's 6. Now I'm not equal to 6, just strictly greater than. So I'm going to put an open circle at 6. And then my graph, I want all the numbers greater than 6. So I'm going to draw my solution graph to the right, because 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, those are the numbers greater than 6. All right, then choose and complete the statement that best describes the solution. Okay. To meet the goal, the tree must be more than blank centimeters tall. This will take more than blank years. Okay. Now, I can answer part of this right now because the x I know is number of years, and it has to be greater than 6. So this second statement, I want it to say more than, right? And we're going to fill in 6 years. We need more than 6 years here. That's what my inequality says. So I know this one is out because it talks about taking less than a number of years, and that's not what our solution is, okay? So I know it's going to be one of these two, and that this number is 6. because that's what my solution here says. Now, the other number, I need to somehow deal with that number, the 248, that they didn't really explain to me, okay? But I know that the 45 and the 22 are both centimeters, right? 22 centimeters, 45 centimeters. So it makes sense that this would also be centimeters. And you can see these blanks here are all about being centimeters. So to meet the goal, the tree must be more than, and this is a greater than, okay, 248. So this number that goes into this box is going to be the goal height of the tree, which is at least 248 centimeters tall. And I want the height of my tree here to be more or bigger or taller than that 248. So since this one says to meet the goal, the tree must be more than 248 centimeters tall, I know my answer is that one. This one has to be out because it talks about being less than 248 centimeters tall, okay, which is not what my inequality here says.